Welcome to our latest tutorial. Today we're introducing Dark Reader Pro, a brand new plugin from BdThemes. This powerful tool lets you add a fully customizable dark mode to your WordPress website and admin dashboard. Perfect for blogs, e-commerce stores, and business sites, it delivers a modern browsing experience with advanced controls, sleek design options, and reduced eye strain. Let's dive in and see how to install and use it in action. To begin using Dark Reader, head over to your WordPress dashboard. On the left-hand sidebar, locate the Plugins menu, then hover over it and select Add Plugin. If you are installing directly from the WordPress repository, you'll see a search bar in the upper right corner of the screen. Simply type in the name of the plugin, and it will appear in the results, ready to be installed. If you already have the plugin file downloaded from your BdThemes account, the process is slightly different. In this case, look toward the upper left corner of the same page where you'll find the Upload Plugin button. After clicking it, select Choose File, locate the plugin file stored on your computer, and upload it. For this demonstration, we are beginning with the free version of Dark Reader. Once the file is selected, click the Install Now button. When the installation completes, click Activate, and the plugin will immediately integrate into your site. After activation, you'll be taken to the Dark Reader Settings panel, conveniently located under the WordPress Settings tab. At this point, the plugin has been successfully installed, and we can move on to customizing it to suit your site. Within the Dark Reader dashboard, you'll notice several tabs under General Settings, including Appearance, Toggle Button, Advanced, and Colors. Below these, there is also a section called Help and Support, which offers documentation and assistance should you ever need it. Let's start with the Appearance tab. Here you'll find a simple toggle that allows you to enable dark mode by default for all visitors to your website. By switching this option on and saving your settings, every page will automatically display in dark mode. To test it, refresh your site, and you'll notice a small Dark Reader icon positioned at the bottom right corner of the page. By default, your site will load in light mode, but the moment you click the icon, the design will shift into dark mode. It only takes a single click to transform the entire look of your website. Heading back to the dashboard, the Appearance tab also includes sliders for brightness and contrast. These sliders allow you to fine-tune how light or dark your design appears. For example, increase the brightness slightly to lighten darker backgrounds, or adjust the contrast to make text and other elements more vivid. Once you save the settings and reload the page, you'll immediately see the changes take effect. In addition to brightness and contrast, there are also controls for sepia and grayscale, which add a different tone and feel to your site's color scheme. If you'd like to return to the original settings, a reset button at the top corner instantly clears any adjustments and restores the defaults. Next, let's explore the Toggle Button tab. This section controls where the dark mode switcher is displayed on your site. You can choose any corner of the screen, whether top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right, depending on your design preference. After selecting a position and saving your changes, refresh your site to see the toggle button appear in the correct location. Beneath the positioning options, you'll find several button styles to choose from, such as Default, Round, Switch, Toggle, and Minimal. Each style offers a slightly different appearance, so you can test them individually to see which best matches your website's aesthetic. Remember to save your changes before previewing the results on your page. You'll also notice a reminder that the Pro version of Dark Reader unlocks additional, more advanced toggle styles. Don't worry, we'll be exploring those Pro features later in this tutorial. Now let's move to the Advanced tab. This area provides more control over how dark mode behaves on your site. One option allows your website to automatically follow a visitor's system-wide theme preference, meaning if their device is set to dark mode, your site will also display in dark mode by default. There's also an option to apply dark mode to PDF files embedded on your site, ensuring a consistent viewing experience. Additionally, you can enable dark mode for dynamic content, which is especially helpful for websites that frequently load content through Ajax or other live updates. Still within the Advanced tab, you'll see a section called Advanced Filters. Here, you can decide between two filter modes: dimmed mode, which creates a softer, more muted appearance, or dark mode, which produces a deeper, more dramatic contrast. There is also an option to add a subtle text stroke to improve readability, especially for thin fonts or light-colored text. By experimenting with these options and refreshing your page, you can find the perfect balance for your site's design. Finally, the Colors tab gives you the freedom to create a fully personalized color palette for your dark mode layout. Instead of relying on the plugin's default algorithm, you can manually choose the exact background and text colors you'd like to use. For example, you might set a deep red background paired with white text to achieve a striking custom look. Once your selections are saved, reload your page to see your design come to life. And if you prefer, leaving these fields empty will allow Darkreader's intelligent system to generate a balanced dark mode scheme for you automatically. Finally, let's take a look at the Help and Support tab. This section has been designed to guide you through common questions and troubleshooting steps, making sure your experience with the Darkreader plugin is as smooth as possible. Inside this area, you'll find detailed documentation, including a guide on how to use the shortcode feature properly. A shortcode is provided right there for you. Simply copy it and paste it into any location where you want dark mode functionality to appear. Just below this, you'll discover another section that covers common issues. We highly recommend reviewing this documentation because it can save you time and help you avoid potential mistakes. And if you ever encounter a challenge that the documentation doesn't solve, you can easily scroll down and click the Contact Support button. That will connect you directly with the BdThemes technical support team, who are always ready to help. Now here's the exciting news. If you glance at the left-hand side of your Darkreader dashboard, you'll notice a banner announcing that Darkreader Pro is now available. This is the premium version of the plugin, packed with advanced tools and customization options to take your dark mode design even further. Let's go ahead and see how to install and use it in action. To begin, return to your WordPress dashboard, hover over the Plugins menu and select Add Plugin. At the top left of the page, you'll see the Upload Plugin button. Click on it, then choose the plugin file from your computer. This time, we are selecting the Pro version. Once the file is uploaded, click Install Now to start the process. When the installation finishes, simply click Activate, and Darkreader Pro will be enabled on your site. You'll then be redirected back to the Plugins dashboard, where you can confirm that the Pro plugin has been successfully installed. At this point, the installation is nearly complete, so let's explore the enhanced features that come with the Pro version. Hover over the Settings menu again and click on Darkreader. You'll be taken back to the familiar Darkreader dashboard. Many of the settings will look similar to what we've already covered, but this time you'll notice a few powerful new additions. Let's start with the Toggle Button tab. In addition to the styles included in the free version, the Pro version unlocks 5 extra button styles. These include the Modern Slider, Text Toggle, Flip-Flop Toggle, iOS Toggle, and iOS Toggle with Icon. Each of these provides a sleek and modern look, giving you more flexibility to match your website's design. Simply select one, save your changes, and preview it on your page to see how it looks. The Advanced tab and the Colors tab function the same way as before, but now, when you scroll further down, you'll find a brand new section called Pro Features. This is where the true power of Dark Reader Pro shines. The first tool you'll see here is Custom CSS. This feature allows you to apply your custom styles whenever dark mode is active. To enable it, just check the box labeled Enable Custom CSS. Once activated, you'll also notice a collection of ready-made CSS templates provided for your convenience. These templates include examples such as hiding elements, customizing specific element colors, adjusting typography, adding smooth transitions, fixing layout issues, and optimizing mobile designs. To use one, simply select a template and click the Insert Template button, which will add the code directly into the input field. On the right-hand side, there's also a Beautify CSS button that automatically formats and organizes the code you've written or inserted, making it cleaner and easier to manage. Of course, you aren't limited to the templates. You can also write your own CSS from scratch. To do this, first assign a CSS class to the element you want to customize within the Advanced tab of that element in Elementor or WordPress. For example, let's say you're working with a heading widget, assign a CSS class to it, copy that class, and then return to the Dark Reader dashboard. Paste the class into your custom CSS and add the styling rules you want to apply. Once you save the settings, go to your site and refresh the page. You'll see your custom CSS changes applied whenever dark mode is active. If you later decide to turn off this feature, simply uncheck the Enable Custom CSS box and save again, and your changes will be removed. Next, let's move on to the Exclusions feature. This is extremely helpful when you want certain elements to remain untouched by the dark mode effect. For example, logos, product images, or specific design elements often need to retain their original colors for branding purposes. The Exclusions feature gives you complete control over this. It is divided into 3 subtabs: CSS selectors, images, and videos. In the CSS selectors subtab, you can manually target elements by entering their CSS selectors, which ensures those specific parts of your site are excluded from dark mode styling. This is perfect for fine-tuning individual components. Moving to the Images subtab, you'll find a toggle labeled Image Exclusions. By enabling this switch, all images across your site will be preserved in their original colors, unaffected by the dark mode transformation. If you prefer more precision, you can turn off the global switch and instead use the Logo Images option, which allows you to exclude specific logos by entering their CSS selectors. You can even add multiple selectors by separating them with commas. This ensures every part of your branding stays consistent and visually accurate. As you scroll further down, you will notice a toggle switch labeled CSS Filter for Images. When you enable this option, the plugin allows you to apply a wide range of custom CSS filters to every image on your site. These filters include adjustments such as brightness, contrast, saturation, hue rotation, blur effects, grayscale, sepia tones, inversion, and even opacity control. Each of these options gives you the flexibility to fine-tune the appearance of your images, ensuring they blend seamlessly with your site's dark mode style. On the right-hand side, there is a live preview box where you can instantly see how your adjustments will look before saving them. Once you're satisfied with the changes, simply click on the Save Settings button and then refresh your page. Now, whenever dark mode is active, all images across your website will automatically reflect the customizations you've made. However, there are times when you may not want all images to be affected, such as your website's logo, which often needs to remain in its original form for brand consistency. To exclude logo images from these transformations, you can assign a custom CSS class to the logo through the Advanced tab of the Element settings. After that, copy the class name and paste it into the Logo Images field inside the Dark Reader dashboard. Once saved, you'll notice that when dark mode is enabled, your logo remains untouched while all other images still follow the custom filter settings. For convenience, the dashboard also includes a Reset All Filters button, which allows you to clear every adjustment and return to default settings quickly. Moving on, the next section is the Videos subtab. Similar to images, you'll find a toggle switch labeled Video Exclusions. By enabling this, you can prevent all videos from being altered by dark mode, ensuring they retain their original look. If you turn off the exclusion, you'll unlock another toggle called CSS Filter for videos. With this enabled, you gain access to the same filtering options as images: brightness, contrast, saturation, hue rotation, blur, grayscale, sepia, inversion, and opacity. These changes also display instantly inside a live preview panel, so you can fine-tune your video appearance before applying them. Just like with images, there is also a convenient Reset All Filters button for videos. Next, we arrive at the Schedule tab. This feature is handy if you want to automate dark mode activation. By toggling on the Enable Scheduling switch, you can choose how and when dark mode should appear. The plugin provides 3 different scheduling methods. The first is time-based scheduling, which allows you to set a specific start and end time for dark mode activation each day. The second method is system preference detection, where your site automatically follows the dark or light mode setting of the visitor's operating system. The third option is sunset and sunrise scheduling, which automatically triggers dark mode at sunset and switches back at sunrise based on the visitor's location. This level of automation ensures your site always feels natural and user-friendly. Following that is the Page Visibility tab, which gives you precise control over where dark mode is applied. You can choose to show dark mode across all pages, limit it to specific pages, hide it from selected pages, or turn it off across the entire site. For example, if you only want dark mode available on your blog posts, but not on your homepage or checkout pages, you can easily configure this. The tab also includes a field where you can enter specific page or post IDs for even finer control over visibility. Another valuable addition is the Admin Dark Mode tab. By toggling this on, you can enable dark mode within the WordPress admin dashboard itself. Once activated, you'll see a dedicated dark mode switcher appear in the top left corner of your dashboard. This makes it simple to switch between light and dark views whenever you like. In addition, you can adjust admin brightness and admin contrast using sliders, tailoring the experience to your comfort level. There's also an option to automatically sync the admin dark mode with your system preferences, so your dashboard will match the appearance of your operating system. Towards the end, you'll find the Help and Support tab, which works just like before, giving you quick access to documentation, troubleshooting guides, and a direct link to contact the BdThemes technical support team if you need personalized assistance. Finally, the License tab contains all of your license information, including your license key, the registered email, license type, expiration date, and remaining support period. This tab also features a Deactivate button, which lets you cancel the license if needed. And that's how you can install, set up, and customize Dark Reader Pro by BdThemes. With its powerful features, ranging from advanced toggle styles to custom CSS, exclusions, scheduling, and even admin dark mode, you have complete control over how dark mode looks and functions on your WordPress site. It not only enhances user experience, but also gives your website a modern, professional edge. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tutorials. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest features and tools. Thanks for watching.